Hello Cobrats, and welcome to the big finale of Let's Play Sonic Unleashed. I'm TryclydeTamer. Let's put in the final Chaos Emerald and see how things unfold here.
The final Chaos Emerald. Back at last.
It's looking a little big, almost like a Super Emerald or something. Nope, that was only a thing back in Sonic 3 and Knuckles. And it was just camera angle as well.
This should put the world back to normal. Dark Gaia will go back to being sealed within the core, and my work will be done.
That's great, Chip.
Yup. Thank you, Sonic. It's all thanks to you.
And the writers for putting an inexplicable space in between the apostrophe and S of that. So all is good and well for now, but that's obviously not going to be true, as we're going to come to find out with these ominous dark pinkish clouds, although that description doesn't sound too bad.
Oh, it appears that Sonic has restored the last of the Chaos Emeralds. Things should settle down around here before long.
That's right! Satellite footage confirms that the last piece is moving back into place!
That's wonderful. I'll await your safe return then. You can give me a full report over a plate of luscious cucumber sandwiches.
I'll be happy to fill you in, Professor.
There goes Tails in the Miles electric tablet thing that is only more useful as a loading screen thing in the 360 and PS3 version.
Huh? Do you feel that?
Hope I'm not interrupting!
Looks like you're a bit too late, Sonic.
Eggman!
Thanks to my wondrous technology, Dark Gaia is whole and complete. I harnessed its energy to put together this little creation. Behold, the Ultra Hyper Prototype 1! Crush them!
Does this mean I'm going to become Ultra Hypersonic? Nope, that's just a Sonic 3 and Knuckles thing too. And Knuckles. How can Eggman design all this stuff in such little time? Probably because of the thing I mentioned before, robots that are specialized in building things. Sonic using all these skills that aren't really much of a thing in this version of the game, but oh well.
This gorge will be your tomb.
This monster of a machine is going to gorge us down! I was thinking about keeping that loading screen in, but I decided against it because there will be a few more loading screens. Starting off, in the final bosses of this game, yes, bosses, we are fighting the Egg Dragoon. And this boss can be made very, very easy if you do things in a certain way. Like, don't go for the middle thing immediately, wait for it to go to the other side of the battlefield and then go attack it, because it gives you plenty of time for Eggman to be like, get a load of this, even though that was the thing he said back in Adventure. And he just says, take this, and you stubborn hedgehog. Oh wait, does he say that in this version of the game? I don't know. Not really doing too well. Oh well, might as well show off his attacks before I actually do well on him, get my explanations out of the way. And while it's an easier part of the fight, it's kind of a small window of time for you to go to attack him before he goes back to attacking you.
You little
Yeah, that's the thing he says in this game, you little, you little. And here he goes using Ice Ball on me. Oop. In later phases of the fight, it will be more successive shots. I could be just about done with this boss fight if I wasn't too busy talking over this. Oh well, might as well just let it all happen within the first phase and just wail on him for the next phases. So see, I'm already kind of repeating myself. Getting Earthshaker going on, there we go. Then cowabunga this, he's going to use Drill Peck. Not going to hurt you, it's just going to make things break off and make you go down. Line yourself with some rings, even though it's really easy to avoid getting hit in this fight. Let's not go attack him, even though he is quite open there. Kind of a small window of time, so let's wait on the other side. There we go. At a very small range of time before I was hitting the ground. Don't have to worry too much about falling into the lava, magma stuff of death. It's just there for show in this fight. Let's see if we're going to go to the third stage from here with this Earthshaker. Bam, bam, bam. Alright, still got a little bit left. Wasn't intending to do that thing. There we go. Let's Square Claw him. Just one little thing we had to do. Then cowabunga, how about this? It almost seemed like there wasn't a platform below, so it's just so much lower that we have to go. Even though technically we should be burning to death before we even got this far, really. Oh well, I'm not going to question logistics as always. Here we are in the final phase. Wait for him to revel in his greatness, and then slam, bam, thank you, Egg Ma'am. That would be his wife's name, Egg Ma'am. I don't know, some weird things have happened in Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, like his mother, and I remember there was like a weird time he was like, tacos, I like tacos! And of course the one time in the Christmas special that he was like, I wish you great happiness, that was the thing, and snooping as usual. But anyway, let's just do these last few hits with this come on and slam, and it seemed like a thing right there where you could hit him in the dome as one final thing, but nope, it's not really something you need to do. I was going to try to jump off, but it would have just been an invisible wall. Not exactly floating, but Sonic's kind of shaking, maybe because it's getting so hot here. I'm just going to skip through all that. 7 minutes to get the S rank, and we did it in below 3 minutes. I could have done it in less than 2 minutes if I was a little bit more on top of everything. Still don't need to get the last of the upgrades, but that was the last battle as we're out of Sonic. Let's move along.
How could I lose? This isn't over. I'll build a prototype too and it...
Now here's the real beast of a beast.
What? It's Dark Gaia.
Yes, Dark Gaia! Crush this insolent little hedgehog! Kick him to the outer limits of space!
I guess Dark Gaia doesn't know its animals. Fun fact, I used to think that Eggman was a badger before I realized, oh, he's just a human man. A man-human. Did Dark Gaia use Glare to paralyze Sonic?
Sonic, what's wrong? Sonic, you gotta get up! Sonic!
Chip! Run, Chip!
Why do I have the feeling that he's not gonna run? Because he can only fly, ha! He's gonna use Protect.
7 lights of the earth rekindled!
What? What's happening? Oh, wow, that's just incredible! The temple! Whoa.
This is the real Light Gaia. Let's begin this final battle. Boss battle, Dark Gaia. We are playing as the Gaia Colossus, and Sonic says here we just revving to say go. So it's just giving us our controls. It's pretty self-explanatory, dodging left, right, and down. Or back, rather. We can shake the weird remote to right punch, shake the nunchuck for a left punch, and if you shake both at the same time, we attack with both fists. So the way this works is we wait for Dark Gaia to put his guard down, and that wasn't really the greatest start. Sometimes I like to do this fight with all double punches to get the maximum damage down, but obviously me talking doesn't really allow me to do too great at it, and see. But sometimes it's a little hard to predict, and sometimes it's a little bit weird to get your controls just right. Bam! Hit you, I want to hit you with the counter, but you put your guard up at a weird time. There we go, that's how you do stuff. Say, wait for you again, bam, there we go. I guess he has a little bit of health left, so let's just wait for him to do a couple Fury swipes. Oh man, your final boss, how are you using such a weak attack like that? Maybe it's all souped up with Mega Evolution or something.
Roger that, buddy. Time for the big finale.
You got that right. Now for the next phase of the final battle, after some hand-to-hand punching to giant punching combat, we have a normal Sonic session. Let's just boost right over that thing. Those little platform-ish things are the normal boosty things. I thought it was gonna mess things up, and that's the only rail switching part of the game we have right here. And before we go to hit that big eye over there, I'm going to pause here for a second to make sure that the recording doesn't fail. There we go, restarted to recording to make sure that it doesn't get too long and mess things up. Got a quick time thing. It seems we're pretty far off, but I guess a little bit of Light Gaia chip off the old block was sticking out to where it had a little bit of safety, but it's not like you could have messed up anyway. The only messing up you have is in the platforming stuff, so yep, that's just how you test everything out. No thing right there, I could have not like dashed through that stuff. Oh well, things could be a little bit better. Gotta dash right here. Sonic, quit just sitting there like that. Then we come to button pads, it's B and A. I got enough practice to know what that is, because usually in normal playing of this game I would mess that up. Things are only going too greatly. Oh well. Could have built up speed a little better. Let's just build up a boost for the heck of it so it can look cool. Nope, not cool whatsoever if you're gonna mess up like that. Let's just do this thing. Bad. Go over to your eye. Wasn't moving there for a second. It's like, haha, you messed up. I want to hit you right in the pupil. Yeah, that's very good. I'm pretty sure I hit him right in the pupil the first time as well, even though it doesn't really matter. No 3, 2, 1 countdown, but it's acting like it's there. Bam, let's go through the rainbow hoop, and then we jump through, and bam again, and then we slide right here. This lasts a little bit right here, so it's gonna have the worst of the platforming. Of course, obstacles of attacks are getting in the way. Doesn't even seem like it's him as Dark Gaia, really. I guess it's tentacles that are kind of shooting shots at me. Let's just go right through, and whoa, okay, that wasn't something that should have exactly happened. Oh well, might as well have a little bit of fail in this final battle. Dang, we got put back pretty far. Oh well, might as well just let it happen and act like it didn't. Normally I would have restarted this final fight, which I very well could, to get through all that stuff with the Dark Gaia Colossus, and had that be better, get it done within like 30 seconds. If you just do normal punching, it would take like 50 seconds. Then right here, you can get it done before 3 minutes. Even now I'm coming up to 3 minutes. And then we have one final part of the fight after this, and I'm sure it's gonna be a fun time. I mean, I know it's gonna be a fun time because I've played it before, but if you haven't seen it before, you're going to be in for a treat. It's kind of weird right here to do boosting, so let's just do light dashing. Last second miss dashing stuff. Hazard, go right to your giant nosy face. Why is it doesn't Chip just walk closer and like punch him right in the eye, and that would give him much more difficulties. But oh well, Sonic's gotta have his own fun. Dark Gaia doesn't seem to be finished quite yet, so let's just see what happens. The continents may be restored back to place, but Dark Gaia is still a big enough threat.
What's happening? It was broad daylight a minute ago.
Dark Gaia has regained its true power. The beast is complete. It's just as the Gaia manuscripts foretold, and the world shall be plunged into the dark of night, the dark of destruction. Oh, that it should come to this. We're doomed. The planet is lost.
That won't happen. There's no way Sonic will let it end like this.
Got that right. And something I never really mentioned is that Dan Green also voices Professor Pickle. Maybe hard to notice because of the British accent. But yeah, no nothing from this game, just a lowly ice cream vendor and Professor Pickle's fake British tree about cucumber sandwiches and not pickles. Speaking of cucumbers, things are about to get a little green and not too good for the eyes that are popping out of Dark Gaia. So I don't really recommend eating for this right here. You powered up, and so shall we.
Let's do it!
Super Sonic versus Perfect Dark Gaia. Let's do this thing.